Tonight on NXT.
On 205 Live, Lio Rush hits the ring,
We have Tommaso Ciampa addressing the Velveteen Dream.
taking on any and all challengers. But will a surprise debut make the difference?
Kona Reeves is forced to bask in Keith Lee's glory. And Nikki Cross, she knows a secret.
And for the main event,
We have
Cedric Alexander takes on the premier athlete, Tony Nese.
Ricochet, Pete Dunne, and Adam Cole, baby! In a triple threat match for the title. Who wins?
Who loses?
Let's get in to the nitty gritty.
Let's find out.
I'm Jerry Lawler, and I'm dabbing on my haters.
Is the third member of the... Whoa, no!
First up on 205 Live, we get a video package of the new champion, Buddy Murphy. Winning the belt from Cedric Alexander. Let's see here. At the Super Showdown of Superness. And then after that, we get Lio Rush setting out to put out an open challenge to the world. And who answers the call? But the Golden Kitty Cat himself, Lince Dorado. Now, I pretty much figured from the beginning, Lindsay's not going to win this match because Lio Rush doesn't want to lose. But something proved me wrong later, because technically, well, it started off much like any other Lio Rush match. Lio getting bullied and pushed around for a little bit before, Lio Rush starts going on the offensive. After that, it was a case of, kicking Lince Dorado down to the apron, which is, by the way, the hardest part of the ring, if you haven't heard before. After a bit of struggling against Lio Rush, he goes on the counteroffensive after Rush tried to tear off his mask. A few field pins later, Lio got Rush, and before Dorado could take him out for good, a theme music hits. And it's not just anybody's entrance music, no! This one belongs to Maria Kanellis? Wait a minute. This can only mean one thing. Yeah, Mike Kanellis is in 205 Live, so get hyped, yo. It's good to see him in a role I was wondering what was going to happen to him. But apparently he's on 205 Live now, so hopefully he can find much better success there. And, Mike Kanellis interrupts, takes down Dorado, which technically means Lio Rush lost by DQ. And then walks off with Maria Kanellis. We got a backstage promo with Cedric and Mustafa, kind of talking. Cedric's saying he's 100%, but he ain't there. We got a recap of Gulak and Gallagher punishing the non-G last name Brian Kendrick. Then followed up with a backstage promo between the two of them. And then, for the main event, we got Tony Nese versus Cedric Alexander. A dinner roll set of abs, and the former Cruiserweight champion. Start off with some classic graps to warm up the crowd, quickly leading into a power versus power match. Exchanging wrist locks, arm drags, but it was Tony Nese momentarily trying to taunt Cedric Alexander. That led to a massive missile dropkick. Alexander releasing all of his pent-up frustration and aggression that he's been holding in since Super Showdown on Tony Nese. But his anger started to get the best of him. Leading to Tony Nese tripping up Cedric, pulling him down to the ground outside the ring. After this, it was all Tony, beating down, countering, and kicking Cedric. After getting him into a body scissors, though, he did get a little cocky, going for a springboard moonsault, but Alexander gets his knees up and counters that. Cedric starts trying to wield the full force of the offense that he can muster. To begin exchanging pins, holds, Cedric even hitting the Michinoku driver. Nese returning fire, Alexander then hitting him with the neuralizer, then reversing a pump handle slam into a Spanish fly. He attempts to pin Nice, but Nice gets his foot up on the rope. And thankfully, the ref noticed that because the ref here paid attention. Nice manages to take advantage of a momentary distraction by Cedric when Cedric was getting distracted by the ref. Knocking him silly and then hitting him with a 450 splash, pinning Cedric for the win. So not only has Cedric lost his championship, but he's also lost for the second time this year. Woo! I think this is leading to a heel turn for Cedric because the aggression that he showed during this match, it's showing. And I think they can do that with Cedric. But yeah, that was 205 Live. It was a grand total of 2 matches, but Mike Kanellis on 205 Live is a good move. I think you could find a lot more use there. The main event was a great match. The match against Leo Rush was pretty damn good too. But given that was only 2 matches when you had a full hour you could have worked with, I'm going to go ahead and give this one a B. But yeah, if you disagree with me, and you know, you can do that. It's a free world. But yeah, poll's right here, somewhere. Right here. Poll, point. Yeah, right there. Yeah, let me know what you think, or leave a comment. But, I need to get ready for NXT, so 1, 2, 3. Hello. Starting off with NXT, we have Tommaso Ciampa throwing out some hate towards the Velveteen Dream. But during his speech, Velveteen Dream decides, you know what, I think I'll just address him in person. So he walks out there and interrupts him, mocking his best sports entertainer of all time shtick that he's going with, stating that the championship deserves a real experience, and not with an angry little bald man hiding behind his insecurities. And then Ciampa, being Ciampa, starts talking to his title, and he's like, this is the title saying this, but she's saying maybe, just maybe, you're not tough enough. Which is a fantastic rib, which should be used in moderation. I hope not every heel uses that against the Velveteen Dream, because then it's just going to get old, and I don't want that. But anyway, before they could really get into it, Nikki Cross's entrance music hits, and as she stands between the Velveteen Dream and Tommaso Ciampa, what does the crowd start chanting? Triple threat! Triple threat! Triple threat! And I'm sorry, that would be hilariously fun. But no, Nikki Cross ain't here to fight. She's here to be Nikki Cross. Yeah, she's here to be Nikki Cross. Nikki runs up and says, I know what you did! To Dream. And then Ciampa goes to say something, and Nikki excitedly knocks the mic out of his hand, and staring at each other for a moment. And then she gets down on the ground, and then she starts whispering to the mic while it's on the ground. And she goes, I know what you did too! Got a little crazy. Nikki ran off crazy. Nobody knows what the hell happened. It was a weird, entertaining segment where nothing actually happened. Think about it for a moment. Nothing happened story-wise. Weird. Anyway, we got a backstage interview with Shayna Baszler and Kairi Sane hyping up their match at Evolution, the first all-women's pay-per-view ever. Nowhere else in the world has this ever happened. Yeah, it's on the WWE Network, free for new subscribers. And then we got a backstage segment with Cassius Ohno approaching William Regal, wanting his match against Matt Riddle. And then Nikki walks up to Ohno and says, I know what you did. And I think Nikki doesn't have any of the answers here. She's just being a ham. Ham. But anyway, and now for the main event, we have Adam Cole versus Ricochet versus Pete Dunne. But I've already gone through the intro. So yeah, both Ricochet and Pete Dunne decide to rush Adam Cole, Beyblade. with the two fighting over the right to beat up Adam Cole. So they're pushing each other away, throwing each other aside so that they could wheel on Adam Cole. After Dunn gets rolled out of the ring, Cole and Ricochet exchange blows for a time before Pete Dunne finally gets back into the ring. Cole throws out Ricochet. Dunn heads in. Dunn promptly knocks him out of the ring. Ricochet gets back into the ring. Ricochet and Dunn fight. This was like a merry-go-round of wrestling. It was entertaining, but also a little weird that it was just like one-on-one for the better chunk of the beginning of this match. So, nearing the end of it, though, after just a shit ton of wrist locks, a shit ton of changes and holds by Pete Dunne, this is when I came to the conclusion that this match had very few moments in the beginning with all three of them in the same ring. But that promptly changed. With Pete Dunne showing himself as the dominant force in this match, getting both Ricochet and Adam Cole, beer belly, into a single leg Boston Crab. You got two people into a Boston Crab. Yeah, Ricochet manages to escape, gets Pete Dunne into an octopus hold, but Adam Cole rips Ricochet off and hits him with a backstabber. The exchanges between the three continued until they were all exhausted in the middle of the ring, crawling over to each other and hitting them when they can, working their way slowly. It was like a Randy Orton match, except maybe a little bit more fast-paced with how exhausted they were. But yeah, the three inevitably ended up at the top turnbuckle, with Ricochet landing a Hurricane Rana on the two of them. He returns to the top rope. It's brought low by Adam Cole, and the brutal affair just ends with Ricochet landing a 450 splash on Pete Dunne after Pete Dunne had hit the bitter end on Adam Cole for the second time, pinning Pete Dunne for the 1, 2, 3. And Ricochet retains his championship. Yeah, this episode of NXT is fan-fucking-tastic. You should go watch it, because my review doesn't do it justice. You should go watch it because of that. Because you should watch NXT anyway. Why are you watching the reviews if you don't watch NXT if you don't? That was English. And this was the Derbinator. But this has also been Real Honesty without John Ritland. I am not John Ritland. I am the Derbinator. And you have a great night. Oh yeah, it's an A. There's a poll there. Boop, boop, boop. Poll.